empty, can my feelings change? Somebody save me. Somebody save me.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Build and Babble.
Nice to see you.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's not getting better. Anyways,
That's the
this is
point.
episode number 10, right?
Yep.
And I built this really cute, I'm gonna call it mystical hut.
Mystical hut, yeah.
And I built this mystical hut
It could
on like
also
a
be a
cute
cottage,
a cottage.
actually.
Yeah, on a little but it's so small. It's tiny, like
Yeah, but it's more than a hut. I would say it's a bit more of a cottage.
right, I'm gonna call it hut anyways though.
Okay, yeah, that's
Okay,
cute.
cool, yeah, well.
It's fine by me, man.
Anyways, I'm gonna call it hut. Probably, you'll see. I struggled a bit with the layout. I changed the roofs up a little. I didn't cut anything out, so you'll see the whole process of me. I only cut out, obviously, when I play tested stuff because it is quite small on the inside. So I had to shift things. Well, I didn't actually have to shift anything because, like, The Sims 4 is incredible with Sims being able to get past stuff. Like, they need so little space. You can also get in on both sides of the bed, which is crazy because the bedroom is so small, but you'll see. It turns out really cute from the inside, and the tour in the end is really, really
Yeah,
fun.
that's good.
Yeah, Liam really liked
Yeah.
it, so
I always like
Stay-
those little movie things.
so stay tuned for that. And today we're gonna talk about.
Drugs.
Don't say it like that.
What?
You say it as if it's something really good, like drugs.
It's just a thing.
Kids don't do drugs.
It's just a thing.
Yeah,
What?
this is the
Do them
first.
if you're
This
gonna
is
be
the
safe.
first
Who
thing.
knows?
No, don't do drugs.
down.
If you're underage, definitely do not do drugs.
Let that brain develop.
Yeah, exactly. That's like really important, especially with like cannabis. If you're under 20, is it 18 or 21?
everything.
I think 21 until your brain is fully
25.
25.
Or 27.
Because the synapses, is that what you call it in English,
The
are developing
yeah.
until your brain is like fully developed. And
But you can always develop
if you
new
smoke,
synapses.
if you smoke weed, it like slows down the process. So important
Yeah.
connections can't be made, and that's why
Oh, okay.
if people start smoking weed too early in their lives, they get very
messes
slow
you
at
up.
thinking.
It don't mess you up, but
No, but
guess you're very slow at thinking.
yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I know.
But anyways, we want to talk about if drugs should be legalized from our point of view and what benefits or what dangers could come with that.
Yeah.
So what's your point of view?
I think it's a tricky one, you know.
Yeah.
Like, there's somewhere in America that's just voted to legalize mushrooms and
Magic mushrooms.
yeah, magic mushrooms, not just the standard bell pepper mushroom or whatever it's called. But I think I don't know. Like, I've never experienced that. I don't really want to, so I
It's-
can't really have a view on it.
Yeah.
On like just the mushrooms. But I think overall there would be less of a problem if drugs were legalized,
Yeah.
because then you wouldn't have everyone running around doing the illegal stuff.
Well, because it's not legal.
Do you know
That's
what I
not
mean?
a good point.
No, I know, but it's hard to put words together about this.
Oh, shall I tell you what I think? There's a few
Tell
points
me.
that I have.
You're better at speaking than I am. so
Right.
It's true. It's true, man.
First thing is, if you illegalize something, it's more interesting for people to do, especially for young people. If something is illegal, they're drawn to it. That's why, like, if a game
Yeah.
is like
Yeah,
only
yeah.
for 18-year-olds
Yeah.
or 21, it's like they're drawn to it way more, first of all. Second of all, I do not understand why drugs like alcohol, which kills so many, like, it kills so many people. A lot of people are addicted to it. Like,
And
there's so
cigarettes.
many, and cigarettes, and there's so many, like, health problems that come
Come
from
with it.
those two.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why other drugs aren't allowed. Then the third thing is that the state would earn a lot of money if they would legalize the drugs and then take it from the, gangs and stuff to like sell it
Yeah,
themselves.
yeah.
Therefore, the drugs would be put together better because there's not rat poison and cocaine and stuff, you know, like
Yeah.
they can watch out for that. Obviously, if they sell it in like regular stores, they'd be like,
Yeah, you can test
you'd have
it.
to get a permit. Like
do
people would
that,
come in to
like,
test it.
Yeah, at some festivals and stuff, you can go and get your drugs tested.
Yeah,
Make sure they're all
well,
fine.
you can in I think Austria or Switzerland. I've seen it in a
Netherlands.
no, but also one of these
Oh,
because
okay.
I've seen it in a documentary.
Oh, true.
And you can't do that here because they're not well. I think there it's because they're illegal, but it's like I don't know for your own use. But here it's illegal to even like have these drugs. Like except for marijuana, you can have I think 5 to 15 grams depending on like which state
It's
in
got to be
Germany
there
you're
for like
in.
personal use, right?
Yeah, but
So it's got to be all together in one clump. It can't be split up into little baggies.
well, it like I think they got a bit more calm with that, but I don't like. I think by criminalizing something, it hits the wrong people because you
does,
always
yeah.
get the consumers, which like they obviously have a problem if they're addicted to a drug that they can't get away from, and with that comes the crimes to like get. I don't know what
Yeah.
it's called in English, but we have an actual term for it, like.
We probably do, but I'm not good. Whenever she asks me for the word in English, like
Yeah,
what is
Liam
that
doesn't
word that
know.
describes this and gives me a perfect description, God knows, man.
Yeah.
No idea.
But it would take it off the street. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, then people wouldn't have to go through a lot of stuff to like get it because it would probably be cheaper if you could get it in a store rather than if you need to
Yeah.
go to a dealer, which then, you know, also a lot of gangs depend on that, especially here. Like we have a lot of gangs that are built up on selling drugs, and then that would go down because they'd probably find something else. But you know, like it's not that anymore, and it's like in my opinion, there's no point in putting someone in jail that's addicted. They need help, you know. They like the stuff they do is not because they're
it's
bad
not because
people.
they're a bad person. It's just because they've
Yeah.
like not got the willpower.
Yeah, and
Or like they will have the willpower, but like they just got into a bad situation.
and if it's that stigmatized to take drugs, you wouldn't go to your doctor and be like, I need help because I'm addicted to drugs, because that's what it used to be like with mental diseases for the longest time when it
True,
wasn't like
true.
out in the world, and it's still stigmatized a little, at least.
Very true.
But it's getting more common to go into therapy. You know, people talk about it openly as if like they're going to a regular doctor because that's the way it should be. Like, if you have a flu, you go to the doctor. So if you have depressions or any other sort of mental illness, you should go to the doctor. So I think it would have a lot of benefits. People always argue like, oh, more people would do it kind of thing, but I don't believe
People are
in
gonna
that
do
because
it anyway.
yeah,
Even
and
if it's like illegal or legal, like
Yeah.
people would smoke if it was illegal. People smoke now.
no,
Same
but
with
like
alcohol, like the prohibition. People drink now, it's legal. People still drank when it was illegal. You know.
yeah, but like alcohol has such a long history in our community that it's totally normal. Like people think it's cool to be drunk and they post pictures of themselves drunk. They make fun of it when they're drunk. Well, it's if you take heroin, everyone would be like, you know, but
That's because
It is-
heroin's pretty nasty.
yeah,
you know? You can
heroin
have
is
a nice
very bad.
1 or 2
Let's
beers
take-
and take the chill off, but you
let's
can't have a
maybe
1 or 2
take
heroines.
weed. No, but you can't. Not everyone can take 1 or 2 beers because some people are very like
Yeah.
sensitive to it
Yeah,
and get
but the
addicted to
majority
stuff
of people, like,
fast.
If you were
Well, yeah,
sensitive
heroin
to
was
it,
a bad. Let me talk.
Stop
Heroin was.
interrupting
Stop me!
me.
Stop interrupting me. Heroin is like quite a bad thing that you get addicted to quickly. But if we say like weed or something, it's just the same. Like, because technically a lot of people drink like daily. Some people drink like every night.
Some people have a beer every night.
Yeah, but it's like
Glass
an
of wine
addiction.
every night.
That's classed as an addiction if you look at it. Because you do it regularly and
But is
people
it-
don't want to go without.
Is it a bad thing as long as it's controlled?
Well, it depends because I don't think it's that healthy to do it.
Apparently,
But
one glass
anyways-
of like wine per night isn't a bad thing.
No, people always argue about that. There's like always a study against a study against another study against another
Always.
study if things are
Always.
healthy or not. I would just say you're better off not drinking at all because it's poison to your body. So there's other health benefits. The health benefits that they claim to come from beer, like dark beer or wine, you can get by doing other things that are definitely beneficial for your health. And let me say this because I wanted
She's
to
going
say
off.
this for
She's
5
going off right now.
I wanted to say this for 5 minutes. That Portugal, I think, has legalized, like, made the usage of drug legal. Not the selling, I don't think, but like the using it part. And I think there, the abuse of drugs has gone down rather than up, which people always claim it would go up, but it doesn't, because if something is legal, everyone's like, oh, it's available to me, you know, I don't need to,
But
like,
that's pretty similar to how it is in England, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone's from England. But you're not allowed to deal a drug.
yeah.
You're not allowed to possess it. You're not allowed to carry it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were to smoke I was going to say to smoke a weed. If you were to smoke a weed and to be high from one weeds,
Yeah.
it's not illegal to be high,
Yeah.
you know. So that's like the doing.
That's strange.
Even though...
That doesn't make sense.
No, but you still like possess it.
Yeah, that
Because it's
doesn't
in your
make
fingers,
sense.
you know, you're taking the tokes.
I don't know. I don't think it should be illegal, in my opinion, just because of all the bad things that come with it, like gangs.
Yeah,
The drugs being like something else be put in the drugs. Like, I see that drugs are bad and stuff, but it's easier
Yeah.
to get help, and it's easier to get the people off of the street if they like abuse drugs and then end up on the streets and stuff, if it's not illegal to possess it, you know.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like a lot of drugs are super, super bad. Like, they can be super bad, like magic mushrooms and stuff, if you have an affinity to... Is that a word for you?
Yeah.
Like,
Keep
if
going.
you...
Keep going.
to, like, develop a... Jesus Christ, why did I lose the word?
A tolerance?
No.
A...
No, hold on. Not bipolar disorder.
schizophrenia.
Yeah. God, I couldn't think of the word. Because some people are more likely to develop those mental diseases like schizophrenia. And magic mushrooms are known to that when you take them, it kind of kicks it off and starts it.
Well, so does weed.
Yeah, and
You know, if you've got the disposition and you do something, it can kind of kickstart it, like you say.
And I think that's why there should be way more knowledge spread about it, because it's like terrible, and schizophrenia is something that is not, like, you can't cure it. You know, you'll have it for your life. You can, it's hard. You can try to learn how to cope with it, but it's hard, and that's why I like never do drugs like that, and I never will, because I'm just too scared of something like that coming from it, because I know it can, and I'm like, I'm not gonna take the risk, because I don't even see the point in the drugs, you know, like, there's other sort of things you can do to be happy, or like, I don't know, turn off the music on high volume. Yeah, this might sound very like naive and stuff, and I grew up in an environment and with people around me that did do drugs, but like, I guess in a somewhat responsible way. And I mean, everyone in Germany drinks alcohol, which I think is a big problem. Like, I actually do think that alcohol being this accepted in society is a huge problem, because everyone's like, oh, it's funny to be drunk, or like, well, if you're already drunk, it's your body trying to tell you, like, stop this, like, it's too much, you know, don't do this to me.
Well,
and
no,
it's
your body can't process it.
Yeah, because it's poison to your body. It's poison, you're not supposed to drink it. So I think it's very dangerous that our society, especially like in Germany, it's like, oh, beer, you know, like, it's because imagine that being any other drug, and people would be that cool about it, and like, let their teenagers drink a beer because they're like, or like, smoke a joint because they're like, oh yeah, it's just a joint. You get me? Like, it's like very dangerous to kind of be that open with it, and that's like my thing. Like, I think you should be responsible, and I don't think people would take more drugs just because it's legal. I think there could be a lot of benefits from making it legal, because I don't think it's right to criminalize people that do drugs. But anyways,
maybe on the next Build and Babble we can hear what I have to say about drugs.
You try to talk and then you're like, don't talk. Anyways, this video is coming to an end. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already, and
click the bell.
We'll see you in the next
See
video.
you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
All together, caught in the cold, and I